sitting here with Pseudo. Say hi, Pseudo.
Hi.
And Jack?
Jack Marius.
Jack Marius.
Jack Marius Tactheratrix.
That's his real name.
My parents were a little too original sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, better than being like sheeple. Did you know, by the way, like, I looked up, like, I was like, I wonder what, Chinese New Year animal I am. Am I the mighty oxen? Am I the powerful, like, rooster? I don't know. Like, just something kind of cool. I was a fucking sheep. Wool, okay, but, like, it just was, I don't know. It was a little disheartening.
And sheep are kind of cute and shit, I guess, right? Like,
yeah, when they're being sheeple. Yeah, they're definitely, yeah, if that's your definition of cute. Yeah, they're totally.
It could have been worse, though. You could have been one of the rats, right?
Dude, you're the black sheep.
It's oddly fitting, but it isn't. But I mean, yeah.
It's just such a shame knowing that racism is not just a human construct, that sheep do it too. Always being so racist against the other black sheep. It's bullshit.
Holy shit, I've never thought about that.
Do they actually like treat them like differently? Like if a sheep is actually black, they'll like the white sheep, like I don't know, like bully it or.
I don't know. I think it's just like the farmers are like,
well, it kind of sounds like in any sense, like they're looking at that sheep differently.
It's like kind of like the runt of the litter, or like like the oddball. It's like how did this get in our family tree or something,
Would you prefer being a white sheep or a black sheep? And I'm not asking out of like race, but I want a genuine answer. I'd like to know.
I guess probably the black sheep, because if you're just the white sheep, you're just like all the other lame sheep out there. There's nothing interesting about you. I want to
argue that it's just the color at this point. You could be a tradesman sheep. You could be part of ISIS. You could be a sheep who's a part of ISIS.
You can do anything.
You can be anything you want to be as a sheep. It's just you'll be the same color.
I guess it depends on how safe my life would be as a sheep, because with like white sheep, it's like, okay, we'll keep you. We'll just keep you around.
We'll shave you once in a while.
Yeah. What do they do with the black sheep? Do they kill the black sheep? Do they send them out into the wild and just tell them to figure it out themselves?
If I was a farmer, and let's assume I was a little bit of a closed-minded farmer. Okay, so I'm a closed-minded farmer, and suddenly there's this black sheep. I'm sure I would almost want to think that if I take this black sheep out, there's going to be some bad juju. You know what I mean? Something bad's going to happen. Maybe it could be a biblical reference or something of some kind. But yeah, no, I totally I don't know. I wouldn't take out the black sheep, but that's just I know lots of people who would, and I respect that. But
you respect racists. It's like, oh man, you gotta take out the black sheep, man.
You gotta take out the black sheep.
We can't have any black sheep in this neighborhood. This is a good Christian neighborhood. We cannot have any black sheep involved anywhere.
So, do you think they follow a different religion?
We should have got a sheep farmer for this podcast.
Oh yeah, that totally. They would have been able to give the greatest insight.
Yeah.
I should state for the podcast that I'm not a farmer. I don't have any experience. If that's what you came here looking for.
You mean sorry. This isn't the farming podcast?
I mean, they're not getting an expert opinion on sheep.
Yeah, no, and I do want to give you guys the best, but today we're gonna have to settle for something that's a little like the last.
Subpar sheep opinions.
Yeah. I can snort to that.
We could sit here and talk about sheep for 2 hours, but we don't really know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, so if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this right.
Do what?
Talk about sheep.
Oh.
Oh, wow. I wonder where he went.
Oh, how they're still just shooting at me anyways. We don't even really know if he's still here.
What a waste of cannonballs.
You know what the fucking price on cannonballs is these days? It is not cheap. Not cheap.
The timpani music. Timpani drum.
It's it sounds really Jamaican to me.
It reminds me of the music in Commando.
Really?
Yeah, well, because there's fucking timpani drums in that movie, man. They play it all throughout the movie. We ought to watch it, man.
Yeah.
Commando, the fucking...
With Ernie.
I haven't seen that.
That movie is amazing.
Mac!
Who's your
Mac?
favorite?
Mac! Mac!
Just funny, the villain's like some fat dude wearing chainmail and he has a push broom mustache. And it's funny because at the end of the movie he's all calling Arnie like weak and old. But it was funny because apparently in the original script, like, I guess like Arnie, like the character of Arnie is supposed to be old and like he was like some veteran.
Oh.
And like, he's like tasked to do this thing, but like the question is like, could he do it? Because he's like going against an army of like guys and like, someone who trained under him.
Right.
Yeah. Or something like that. And like,
So do you think
so
they
they
casting
switched the guy
Arnie
out? Yeah,
ruined the movie?
no, it made it like a million times better because they didn't change anything in the script. They just like changed the character.
I love that movie just because it's like the classic 80s action movie for one-liners. Like, he throws a knife at a dude and it like sticks through and it sticks into a wall. He's like, hey, stick around. And just the goofiest shit.
Yeah, or he kills the guy in the plane and like, puts the hat over his face. Then he tells the stewardess, he's like, "Miss, please don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired."
Wow.
You don't see that anymore.
We gotta watch it.
You just don't see that anymore. That cheesy wonderfulness.
What can't be made better with timpani music?
What do you mean when you say timpani music?
Like timpani drums. Like,
I don't know what that is.
like, like the music in this level, it's just that kind of. I don't know. Listen to some like reggae Jamaican music.
Yeah,
like
timpani
drums. Well, I guess not like reggae, but just Jamaican music, and it's like timpani drums.
Just picture you're in Jamaica right now.
Okay.
Now do you see?
Now do you see what I'm talking about?
But I don't know. I like the idea I have in my head right now. This whole thing takes place in Jamaica. They want it to be a little politically correct, and it's like, oh yeah, and because we love Jamaicans so much, they have like the period, the pyramids in Jamaica. Yeah.
Jamaica, Mexico, same thing. It's all the same thing.
So, what's your favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? And you can't say Predator, unless
Why
it's
can't you
Predator.
say
So I was gonna say like it's kind of a tie. It's kind of a tie actually. Like Predator. Like, for real, like legitimately. Between Predator, Commando, and Total Recall.
I really liked Kindergarten Cop. I watched that movie a bunch when I was a kid. I don't know. It's not that his other ones aren't good, but that one was just like really funny. Like, a black kid in a wagon runs into his leg. He's all like, "Ugh," and then he like gets up and yells at the whole classroom to shut up, and it's like shut up! It's the funniest thing. Like,
I saw it when I was a kid, but I haven't seen it since. So
it's a good kind of funny movie. I don't know.
It holds up fairly well.
Maybe I'm a little biased, but I really liked it. Like, it's got a special place in my heart because I think like. He's like ridiculous in like every movie, but that movie because it's like he's a teacher.
Yeah,
he's kindergartners. Like I don't know. It's like
he starts the movie as just like hard ass cop, and like he goes into like some drug den or something and like shoots it up.
And he's funny when he's doing that too.
Yeah.
I really love you. I want you to care about me. Whatever. He's just like he's got the shotgun and the glasses. It's like
I'm the potty pooper.
I'm the
He shoots the couch. I'm a cop, you idiot. I'm Detective John Kimball. And the other cops like trying to arrest him.
And John Kimball's a good name for him.
It's
John Kimball.
John Kimball.
It's not the tumor. Like it's good. I don't know. I had a lot of jokes, but then like all Ernie movies did. I just
Yeah. Is it bad that I want to say my favorite Arnie movie is Jingle All the Way?
Jingle All the Way. I mean that's a special one.
It's different, but come on, it's so good.
I do not know what to do at this point. Okay. I meant to do that.
There's the one scene in Jingle All the Way where like his neighbor who's trying to bang his wife is like in his kitchen. He's like on the phone with him, and he's like talking about eating his wife's cookies. He just yells into the phone, "Put the cookie down now!" Just seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger yelling about cookies. I don't know what it is. There's something great about that. It's like, yeah, you can yell about at these like terrorists and shit, but when you see him yelling about cookies, there's just something special about that.
I see what you're saying, and that does sound hilarious. I'd seen that movie. I don't remember a fair amount of it. I can't say it's my favorite, but definitely, I do appreciate it.
It's right up there.
I haven't seen it, so I'll put that in my to watch list.
It's what's this, like he's like this piece of shit dad, and
He's
like he's
kinda
trying to get
that
like
toy for his
The
son.
Turbo Man doll.
Turbo Man, yeah. And then the end of the movie, just like what? Like they wrote out kind of. It just lost all like logic. Not even kidding.
He somehow accidentally finds his way like into the parade, and they think he's like the guy who's supposed to put on the Turbo Man costume for the parade. So it's that he doesn't get his son the doll, but like he like is Turbo Man, and then like he like saves his son from something or something like that.
But like he's actually flying around as Turbo Man at a point. Like it just went like okay, fuck logic, yeah, and he's just like it was.
He
just,
has like a jetpack on or something, like a prototype jetpack that he uses to fly around in.
But I mean, other than that, it was a Christmas movie.
It's my favorite Christmas movie.
Is it actually your favorite Christmas movie?
Yeah, I think so.
I actually don't know if I have a favorite Christmas movie.
I mean, I'm not really much of a Christmas movie person, anyways, in general.
Nightmare
But
Before Christmas.
I have this.
If that counts.
I have this problem with Christmas where like. Christmas is always the exact fucking same. Like it's like Christmas comes around, you know what songs you're gonna hear, what, like
the same
like,
fucking 7 songs.
And the reason I like something like Halloween more is because their shtick is like, oh, we're just gonna be creepy, no matter what kind of creepy thing that is, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but
so it's gonna be different every time. You might hear some general like themes, but Halloween music is even more varied. There's always like new Halloween music, and like Christmas is just like no, it's like. The same, like,
It's seriously fucking 7 songs.
Yeah.
The same, like, 6 or 7 songs all the time.
And then there's so much shit about Christmas. It's like, oh, let's do the, like, 12 days of Christmas, another thing at Christmas, and, like, Halloween was just Halloween. It was the one day. You did it and it was done. There was trick-or-treating. That's about it. It's not, like, complex.
And you can change it up, right? Like, you can change your costumes and decorations every year if you really want to. Christmas is just like, kind of the same thing. Okay, this is gonna be really obscure. Do you ever see? It's like a series of YouTube videos called "Guy on a Buffalo."
Yeah.
You ever see like the original movie that was based on that?
No.
Goes on? It's called Buffalo Riders from like the 1960s, and this movie was literally filmed on a budget of like $5, like nothing. It's just like these dudes out in the woods and like they have like costumes and stuff.
Is it good?
No, oh god, no, it's terrible. Like it's the
possibly like should I watch it?
Oh yeah. But it's actually kind of fucked up though, because like this movie's made in like the 60s and 70s, right?
Yeah.
And on like no budget, and there are things in the movie that you don't know if like it's real or not. Like there's a scene where like these guys are hunting buffalo, and they fire guns at this herd of buffalo, and it's like, wait, were they like actually shooting these buffalo?
Oh, you mean it's kind of like a Milo Notice sort of thing? Where,
yeah. Where like these like that saying like, oh, no animals were harmed in the making of this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could say that about this one, but it gets crazy because it's like this movie set in like I don't know like this in the 1800s in like the Wild West or the forest or whatever. And there's this one scene, and I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
And you see it in one of the parody videos where the guy's like out hunting and he gets attacked by a cougar. And he fights off the cougar. And you watch this video, and in the context of like how it was filmed, it's like, did this guy actually just get jumped by a cougar? Like the cougar jumps him from behind, and then they wrestle, and he punches it in the face, and it runs away. And considering this movie was made on literally like no budget, like I think they would have just opened the cage and unleashed this cougar. It's like, okay, Bill, we're filming a scene. You got to fight the cougar now. And seriously, like you watch it, it's like it's a real cougar. It's not fake, and he like fucking punches it right in the face, and it runs away. And he makes me wonder, like, did this guy actually just do that?
Yeah.
Like it's hilarious, but it's really really messed up at the same time.
Buffalo Rider, I'll have to.
Well, if it had any budget,
Buffalo.
He may have like fought a cougar.
Oh,
That's one of these.
is it?
But like they tranquilized it.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's what Spanish bullfighters did. That was their cheat code. It was like, oh, the buffaloes were a bit sedated.
Huh.
with a tranquilizer. Yeah, so they would, or no, sorry,
Oh,
the bowl. The
that's
bowl
kinda-
would be a little bit like, you know, drugged up.
That's some bullshit. Actually, that's kind of
Apparently,
like,
but I mean,
that's dumb.
But I mean, they can still like fucking tear you a new one, but they were just not as fierce as
Not
they normally
quite
be.
as fierce, yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that's still bullshit to me though.
You
It's
know, better
kinda
to give the
like-
bowl like tranquilizer than like cocaine or
Yeah.
something.
So wait, if
Well, give the
The
bear.
bowl-
coke. I
the
mean,
bowl
give
was,
the
like,
bowl
vegan.
cocaine.
wait, what if the bull did shit after eating like all these like, you know, steroids or like, you know, tranquilizers or whatever? Could you get high from the bull's shit if you were to like
Oh,
eat it or,
good
or
question.
something?
We might have just thought of something like that's an. I think that's an original thought. Wait. Oh no. Wait.
The
Pass.
shit of the bull.
Yeah, but like with a cause. You know what I mean?
Could you get high from the bull's shit? It's possible if it has.
Who's gonna
enough
jump on
tranquil-
that bandwagon? Well, count me the fucking.
I mean, people have been doing worse shit to get high before, so I guess it's just reaching a new level.
You know, it's like those people that drink that coffee from the civet cat or whatever. You heard of that? Like in Indonesia, there's like this one. I don't know. It's like kind of like a lemur-like creature, mammal, and it eats coffee.
It eats coffee,
Yeah,
The
but
coffee beans.
it can't like digest it.
so,
it
it's not
just
getting
shits
any of
it
the
out. And
Oh.
then like it gets collected by humans, and then it's like sold at a premium.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Is it better that way?
It's like shit coffee.
Well, apparently it's like tastes different and it's really expensive, but there's a market for it. Yeah.
That's a little. Like, I mean, like if I'm gonna be paying higher price for something, there's got to be like, what am I getting for what am I paying for? You know what I mean? So if it's like, if it tastes different, is that like a good kind of different? Like you want to taste this shit, man. Like
Yeah, I don't know. You know, people are weird, man. You just create a demand or a market for something, you might get some customers.
Tell them it's an aphrodisiac, even if there's no
But-
evidence whatsoever that it could be an aphrodisiac.
The messed up thing is like I just read up on that recently, and it's really sad now because now like people are like farming, like they're raising those like
they're raising shit. bulls.
those lemur things, yeah, and keeping them in captivity and then force feeding them like coffee. Yeah, it's really fucked up.
That is
Wow.
pretty fucked
Because
up.
it's because they can get larger quantities of it rather than going out in the wild and finding their shit.
I guess is it any more fucked up than like, you know, keeping cows or anything else?
I guess it depends on the conditions that those
Well,
yeah.
animals are put in, but it's like this is like Indonesia, so they're probably gonna be kept in shit, like
Yeah.
bad conditions. Like
Well, the thing with keeping a cow too is like, that purpose for a cow makes more sense, right? Like you're kind of like, you're taking care of it, but I mean it's doing what it's going to do
Yeah.
as a cow.
Yeah.
Versus like, you know, is my life purpose to like eat this coffee and shit it out so you guys can sell it at a high price? Like that's fucked, man.
Hey, man,
put it that way.
everybody's got to make a living, right? Everyone's got to work a job.
Yeah, I know. It's just the problem is you're making.
Not
a killing
everyone
off
can
of-
go to Lemur University, Adam.
My problem is that you guys are making a killing off of my shit. Like that's my shit. That is my shit.
Well, you weren't gonna do anything with it. What are you gonna do? Sell it? Keep it? Put it in a jar? And,
You
like,
just tore
organize
apart
it?
my argument. I don't have an answer to that.
You're not
Showed
gonna,
me like
if you're not gonna use it, we'll make good use out of it, I guess. The lemur's probably like somewhat loving it. It's like, hey, someone's just cleaning up my shit for me. This is awesome.
This is all like new information for me, by the way. This whole like eat the shit,
Shit
coffee,
lemurs?
selling it at high price. The shit lemurs. This.
We had a trailer park.
Yeah, I was about to say. It sounds like a what's his Randy? No, Leahy. He's Mr. Leahy.
A Leahyism.
Whereas like I don't know, have you seen Lost?
I've seen a certain amount of Lost, and I mean,
It started out like amazing, and then it just
yeah, like
after a while, it's just like after a while, there's just so much like just filler episodes and filler content and just shit that didn't make sense, and it was really frustrating to watch.
didn't people
After a
like?
while.
I haven't seen the ending, but I heard people say they thought it was really confusing, or like it didn't
It
really.
was confusing and or dumb depending on what
And or
your
dumb.
expectations were.
It can be both.
Yeah.
Like I don't know that like from what I saw from the beginning, it was like really like, oh, now they're on that, and no, there's like a polar bear there, and like you know,
yeah,
it was,
season
like,
one was like solid. Like,
it had like a lot of mystery that was.
Oh yeah, and then like, but the problem is like every time they answer a question, they would like pose like a few more mysteries, and it's just like they just kept piling up, and things were making less sense as it went along, and it's getting harder and harder to watch, but like as a fan, you're just like really dedicated. You're
You
like,
want to see where it's
like I'm
all
already
gonna
like
go
3 or
and-
4 seasons in. Like I have to finish this. Like it was just, you know, and I learned my lesson from that because like that's why I didn't finish watching Dexter because I was just like, you know, I was a fan, but the show went to shit. There's no point in finishing it.
The last season was so bad. It was just like there was no kind of, they didn't search for him, there was no kind of manhunt, he died in like the world's worst CG storm. Like, no he didn't, but that, like, that's what they wanted you to believe. They tried to make you buy that shit, it was like... the CG couldn't even convince me, it was just so like... oh yeah, and then he's like, it ends with him being like a lumberjack. Yeah, and it's just like, what? He gave up his kid too and everything, I don't know, it was really fucked, like not in the good way.
I think any show, when you go too long with it, it's just gonna run out of steam. Like, that was what, season 8 or 9 or 10 of Dexter?
6 or 7, I think. But I mean, I think season 3 is when it like just took a nosedive. Like it just wasn't.
I did think season 4 was good. I liked him and the Trinity Killer. I thought that was an interesting.
Like for me personally, it's just like season. Or wait, is it your turn? Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Like
season
1.
Season 3 was just like it was just starting to suck, and then it was just downhill from there, and I was just stopped watching during season 5.
And like, you know, Dokes.
Dokes.
God, like I love Dokes.
Yeah.
Oh, and Miguel Prado is just like, that guy is annoying. I don't like him in his annoying mustache. His annoying, stupid mustache.
I loved it when he was murdered in season 3.
That was,
he was like, the guy's like, oh, Dexter, my friend,
Right,
like my one and only friend. And I was like waiting for him after work outside his house, and he's like, you know, just being really annoying. Like, that was, I don't know, that was kind of funny, but it's so annoying. He's just like, oh, Dexter, hey, let's like do something, let's hang out.
Dexter, my cousin, let's go bowling.
Like, his inner monologue is like, but I'm a loner, like, I should socialize, blah, 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 but, you know, blah. Like, Dexter's all conflicted about that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, deep down, Dexter's like, fuck, this guy's annoying, I gotta kill his ass.
So wait, he killed him because he was annoying?
I like to think that, but he had a good reason for killing him, I just couldn't remember what it was.
Oh, his reason for killing him was because he went overboard with, like he betrayed the rules and stuff, and he, like, got the lawyer killed.
Oh, yeah, he killed someone selfishly.
And then he got like cocky about it, and then it was like, then he was kind of competing with Dexter or something, and like, it's just like, yeah, so he was kind of annoying the whole time. So I think like, yeah, he probably did kill him because he was being a bit annoying. That's kind of fucking annoying, isn't it? Like,
it's like, man, if my potential partner in crime is going to be annoying, well,
you gotta take him out.
Yeah.
Take out the black sheep or the brown sheep. Sorry, the Middle Eastern sheep.
Sure, always blame it on the brown guy.
You're the brown sheep of the group. Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna keep saying that forever.
You know.
Black sheep's overdone. Everyone always talks about the black sheep. No one ever talks about the brown sheep.
Yeah. Well, brown sheep knows not to, like, you know, cause any real trouble. You know what I mean? Like,
he knows to keep his nose clean. These people have to have been on like.
But seriously, in Commando, they play that kind of music throughout the movie, and it's just great. It's just like really sets the mood, you know, that this is like a seriously awesome movie.
What kind of mood are you trying to set for your movie? Seriously awesome.
Yeah.
Seriously awesome movie.
That
sounds like the name of a movie.
Seriously awesome movie. The movie.
I love, like, funny movie titles. Like, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, movie film for theaters. That's a... What?
How did that happen? What the fuck just happened? Dude, I got hacks. That is some bullshit. Lock, motherfuckers.
Knock, knock.
I am the one who knocks.
Did I ever tell you about, like, the movie idea me and, like, Studio came up with about the mustaches?
No. Are you gonna make a horror movie about killer mustaches?
No, it's it's well, my idea for this, like, movie was that, like, every male in this movie, like, this is just the story world that it's set up in, that every person who's a male has a mustache.
Okay.
And it focuses on this elite task force. They're basically like the police.
Yes.
They're called the Fuzz.
Okay.
And they're trying to stop an underground illegal black market trade of like illegal mustaches, which is referred to as a stash. And
well, that was a new
man,
record.
you should have seen this movie, man. Things got really hairy back there. And, we had this whole thing with, when you have your mustache taken away from you, it's dishonorable. The main guy gets in, some kind of trouble with the Fuzz at one point. And they're like, give us your badge, your gun, and your mustache. And he's stripped of his mustache.
How would that work, though? How would you be able to rip off each individual hair and have them be one coherent piece?
I don't know. It kind of comes off of kind of like wearing, like a fake mustache.
Okay.
I wanted to have like a plot twist where we had like a double crosser, right? And he's just like, and then he takes off his mustache and reveals like another mustache.
No, he pulls off a mustache and suddenly a goatee appears. Like the skin that was just skin there suddenly becomes a goatee.
I've been hiding the truth.
That's how you know he's the bad guy. He's the one in the goatee.
Yeah.
Just like classic superhero movies. Yeah. If the bad guy always has either a goatee or an accent. Like every bad guy from every movie from the 1980s has either one or both.
Wasn't it they did some study where it's apparently the most common accent for a movie villain is the British accent.
Do you know why?
Nobody likes
It's a
the
proven
British.
thing. If you want to make your bad guy more evil, you make him formal. And British people just sound really formal, right? It's totally that's why it's the go-to. There was a couple of the Disney villains sounded British. Jafar kind of did Shere Khan from Jungle Book. He totally was totally British, right? Yeah. Even look at the character, right? And he was this kind of and
Scar was Jeremy Irons.
Yeah,
the British accent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's totally it's like a lion, right? A lion with a fucking but it makes him more formal. It's okay. Yeah, so it's totally a proven thing.
That's totally true.
British people.
Just inherently evil.
You don't have the couples.
You should have just ended the podcast on that. British people.
Next time I go to Britain.
Just credits.
The end question mark.
Next time I go to Britain.
Meet my British friend. Yeah, it was just.
I'm just gonna walk around just being super untrustworthy of everyone. It's oh fuck, who are you, man? What's your story? You're not gonna trick me. Sir, what kind of coffee do you want? I'm on to your games! You're never gonna take me alive!
I've met your kind. What?
Thank heavens.
He looks like it was like Bert and Ernie, but
yeah,
the orange one with the mustache, the crown. Like on Family Guy that made Bert and Ernie gay.
Was there a
this
cop
episode was
drama or
brought
something?
to you by the letter H for homicide.
I don't like it when you drink.
Yeah.
I don't like it when you eat cookies in the damn bed!
Bert, I think you're being too loud, Bert.
I don't like it when you talk like that, Bert.
I also like Cookie Monster actually being addicted.
He's hiding in the bathroom stall.
Go.
Or they go in his room. They're like, "Oh, what's this?" What's this? He's like, "I don't know. How it got there."
Steve put it there. Steve put it there. I'm just holding for friends. That's so fine.
He ends up eating them all, and then they take him down. He's like, "No!" They inject him with that needle, and then
apparently he doesn't even eat cookies anymore in the show.
Oh yeah, he's like the vegetable monster or something.
Because he got diabetes, right?
You got the beatus, yeah.
Wasn't there
was that actually the reason they gave it to him?
Oh,
okay.
Actually, maybe.
Well, apparently there's a special episode that's only filmed in South Africa, where one of the Muppets that got AIDS.
What?
Yeah, and it was a special episode.
Dude.
Yeah.
There's a Muppet with AIDS.
Does he like have the AIDS after? Is he like
No,
permanently AIDS? Like how do they get rid of the AIDS?
They fired them.
Well, no, they didn't, but it was like a lesson to like teach the children. Because South Africa has such a high, like, it has like one of the top 5 countries for like rates of HIV.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
It's
just
that
like, that's
bad.
a weird. Okay, well,
So, like,
shit.
it's
So they
just
have to
like-
make it special.
Don't make fun
Yeah.
of kids that have AIDS, because these kids all have AIDS.
Well, I don't know how to like end it.
Just
You just ended abruptly.
edit on the British people's thing.
British people.